Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. Behind me on the design wall is what we're going to be talking about today. And I just want to tell you, first and foremost, I am so thankful once again to be one of the 2026 Benartex Sewcial Stars because so many reasons, but specifically today because they sent each of us a box of 80 fat quarters for our group project this week. And for our group project, we decided we wanted to do charity projects, and I decided to do a charity quilt. This is a twin size quilt on the design wall behind me. You can't see quite all of it, but you will get to in just a little bit. And so we got 80 fat quarters of one of their Better Basics lines, and I got this Shadow Blush fat quarters. So many pretty colors. So here's a picture of all of the fat quarters stacked up, and I tried to divide them between the different shades, so like a light, medium, and darker shades. So I stacked them all up, and then for me, dividing colors up by that is very difficult. So I want to share some tricks with you today just to maybe help you out on a project in your craft room. So after I divided them up what I thought was correct, I took my phone, found the filters, and took a picture in grayscale, because then you can look at the stacks and say, okay, this one works, this one doesn't, this one works, this one doesn't. So all of the fat quarters are divided up between 3 different stacks because I had an idea in mind. What I've done with this quilt is I wanted to take 3 fat quarters for each one of these stars, very simple, basic quilt block. And I wanted to use the dark and the lights for the points and those backgrounds. And I wanted to alternate those between the light and the dark colors for that block as I went along making my quilt top. So as you can see, I had the light and dark and the medium tone in this star. The next one, I reversed it and put the dark and the light, and again, the medium tone in the middle. And that's what I did throughout the entire quilt top. I just reversed those two, the light and the dark, for the points in the background on each block, and then alternated those on my rows throughout the entire quilt top. So after I got them into 3 stacks, then I was like, okay, well now I need to match them up into 3 fat quarters for each block. So that was the next thing I did. I laid them all out, and I thought I had what I liked, but once again, I took a picture in grayscale. So you can see the difference here between the color and the grayscale photos, that they definitely will give you a really good idea. If maybe the light looked light in the stack, but then once you put it with the medium, maybe they're a little too close, or maybe your 2 darks are too close. So you don't have enough contrast in your block to really make your design pop the way you want it to. So once I got all of that sorted out, and believe me, it took several attempts because, well, it's a process, right? But most of us have a smartphone that has those filters on it. You just got to find them. So find your grayscale filter and just take that in grayscale. It could be black and white. Basically, it's what you're looking for. You're looking for a black and white photo, not a color photo. So go ahead, take a picture in color, and then take a picture in grayscale. Compare those shades once again to make sure you have enough contrast in your different stacks for your blocks or for whatever you're laying out. Okay, so then I had all of my stacks laid out, and I was like, okay, well now I gotta remember I want 10 with a dark background and 10 with a light background. So I divided them up between 2 project boxes, had 2 separate stacks. I put a sticky on them because sometimes I forget. So I put a sticky note on them, and then I got to work. Now this block is super easy. There is nothing crazy about this block at all. You have 8 half square triangles. Then you have 4 corner squares for the background, and then a middle square for the middle of your star. Now this is an 18-inch block, so let me give you the measurements. I did 8 at a time half square triangles, and I'm going to put in a chart right here that shows you how to do that. And down in the description box below is also information on where you can find how to do 8 half square triangles at a time. So basically I cut out, because I like to give myself more wiggle room than some of the charts show you. So I cut out a 12-inch square out of my light and dark, out of all of the different fat quarters in the quilt. Lights and darks got a 12-inch square, and then whatever color the background is, that one also gets 4 5-inch squares. So you're gonna make your 8 at a time half square triangles, trim those down to 5-inch half square triangles. So you'll have 8 of those, and then 4 of your 5-inch squares for the other part of the background, those 4 corner squares, and then your middle square is 9.5. And then when you get all of that together, you're gonna have an 18.5-inch unfinished block. So once you sew all those pieces together, you have an 18-inch finished star block for your quilt or whatever project you're working on. So yeah, I love stars. They make me very happy and cheery, and I love doing things for charities. That also makes me very happy and cheery. And I'm so excited to be supporting Stonebridge House here in Columbia, Missouri. It is a great nonprofit group that works to help women by providing them a toolkit to come out of incarceration and back into their new story and their new life. So this is going to be on one of the beds, and they will be able to take that with them into their new story. And I am so excited to support them and to hopefully bring a smile to another person's life. So this was my charity quilt project. I hope that just the information about taking those pictures in grayscale and looking at your shades and your hues and your contrast and figuring all of that out in grayscale mode will be helpful to you. So I'm gonna pan you back out so you can see the full quilt top. It's not quilted yet, but the quilt top's completed at least. And then I'm also going to insert some pictures of not only the color, but the black and white, so you can compare. That way you can see, hopefully, my vision on how I laid this out as well. This quilt top is great for a twin size bed because it's 72 by 90. It's basically 20 blocks. So I have 4 across, 5 rows down, and all different colors in all of these from that amazing Shadow Blush Fat Quarter bundle that I got from Benartex. And I am super delighted with the result. I cannot wait to quilt this. I cannot wait to get this over to Stonebridge House. So let's compare the black and white and the color here on the screen, where as you can see, you can definitely see how I tried to purposely lay out some of the darker backgrounds here on the quilt into a row, and then I tried to get the contrast the same in some of the other rows as well, the diagonal rows as they go across. So that was kind of the method behind my madness, but look how much that grayscale helps. I mean, it helps so much. So try that if you are stuck trying to lay out some blocks, trying to get all of your colors kind of evenly dispersed and trying to get those in a way that just is complementary and the contrast is even across the project. Try it. Put it in grayscale, see what you think, and then switch things around until you get it the way you need it. Before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you so much to Benartex for supplying the products that you see in the quilt top behind me. And I also want to say thank you to Benartex for allowing their Sewcial Stars to support the charities of their choice. I really appreciate the opportunity, and I love the way this quilt top turned out. I cannot wait to deliver it. Until next time, I hope you find joy in all you do. Carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember, it's always better when you make stuff up.